I don't think these random people know too much about Miep Gies. Today's first question will be, what active service did Miep Gies do that was considered to be heroic?
She hid 8 Jews in her attic from 1942 to 1944 during World War II.
Some of the people were Anne Frank, Otto Frank, and the Van Pels family.
She risked her life, which could easily be considered heroic.
Wow, all of our interviewees really know their stuff. It's now time for our second question. What personal hardships and sacrifices did Miep Gies undergo?
One personal hardship she faced was growing up as an undernourished child and having to move in with a new family in Holland because hers could not provide.
Miep had to choose between her real family and her new family at only 13 years old.
She lived through both World Wars and the Great Depression before she turned 40.
You guys are really smart, but do you know what events were taking place when Miep Gies helped hide 8 Jews? Actually, I do. The Holocaust and World War II took place at the same time.
These actions really affected Miep's safety. She could have been killed or put in jail for the things she was doing.
Those are all spot on, but I am thinking that you are quite handsome today, buddy.
I have to agree. Same with you.
Besides the point, what do you know about the impact Miep Gies made on the rest of the world?
As basically the voice for the rest of the world, I benefited a lot from knowing the story of Anne Frank being locked up in an attic as a teenager.
The world benefited from having Anne Frank's diary as a Jewish article from the Holocaust.
The diary was one of the few Jewish articles that was not destroyed during the Holocaust.
Well, I guess today we decided to interview a bunch of little historians. Well, I guess we have another question for our little historians over here. What honors and recognition did Miep Gies receive? Wow, you really stumped me on this one. Really? No. Miep Gies received the Grand Decoration of Services for her honor in 2009 from Austria.
Miep was also asked to speak at the Holocaust Recourse Center in Temple, Judea by President Ronald Reagan in 1988. In 1972, Miep and her husband were recognized as righteous among nations by Yad Vashem.
I just want to ask some closing questions that involve you. Would you consider Miep Gies a hero?
I would 100% consider Miep Gies my hero, probably my personal hero too.
I would not consider her a hero.
Let's flip places. You answer this question.
I would not consider Miep Gies a hero. She herself said that I am not a hero, and it would be impolite to disagree.
Wow, bro. Even you know your stuff.
Thank you to all of our interviewees for their insight, wisdom, and expertise on this subject. I hope you all enjoyed this week's Modern Hero segment.